Hi everybody. We had a little equipment failure there. We had a battery run out, so we're back in business now. I was explaining about how I rode him the first couple times with just a halter, and then I graduated from that to this. It's a big old latigo covered bosal, and it's just huge in here. It has a ridiculous amount of space, but I was able to get a little more lateral effect with it. And it also has a Fiador on it, which is like a throat latch, which is always good, like the first few times you ride with a hackamore. Now today I'm going to start him with a rawhide bosal, and it's a little bit more confining this way. Still plenty of room, but that one virtually had no, you wouldn't hit the chin at all. So this is a little bit more authoritative, and I also have a snaffle on him. This is a real mild snaffle. In fact, let me show it to you. This is a miler snaffle, and it's probably the gentlest one I have. It's got 3 different barrels in it here, so it moves, but it doesn't form a V. All right, where I'm at now as far as riding him, yesterday's the first day I loped him a couple strides in each direction. Up until that point, I had just been walking and trotting him, trying to get more control. You can see right now he's thinking about this Hereford bull over here. When I get on him, a colt, I don't pull their head around or anything. In fact, I get on them on a loose rein. And what I do is I get my hackamore rein here, I get it ready, and my snaffle reins are just draped over his neck. That bull showed up at an inopportune time. Okay, and the first thing I do is I'm gonna put some weight in the stirrup, and I'm gonna be ready. You know, just in case he tries to move, I'm gonna stop him. So I'll just put some weight, and then I'll hop up. And if he's used to that, if he doesn't object to that, I'll get on him. And I do that on both sides too. Now when you first walk off, and at first I just use my bosal reins. I'm to the point now where I'm using both, but when I first get on one, I just want him to take a couple of steps, and then I'll say whoop and stop him, just to establish my control that I had on the ground. Establish it up here too, and you might have a hard time getting him to take even a couple steps. Whoop. If you do, just take them to the side. Take them one direction or the other, and it's easier to get them to take a step to the side than it is ahead sometimes. And then once I get them doing that, I'll just start taking more steps. And I continue to stop them. Whoop. You know, gradually just taking more and more steps. And if I have trouble getting them to go, I have my cluck that I've introduced to them on the ground. I also have my little tapper here. I can tap them on the rump. But again, you know, all these things, they help you once you're in the saddle, but it's no guarantee. And you might have a horse react when you tap them, or if you bump them with your feet. So we eliminate as much of that as we can by lunging them and by ponying them, but still, you never know. So just be ready for anything. Well, once I've got them where I can walk them, I'll go ahead and step them up to a trot. Again, if I can't get them going, I'll tap them. Whoop. And I do the same thing. I'll stop them. after a few strides, because it's different for them. The trot's different than the walk, and they might get their motor running a little bit. So we'll just do that, gradually, you know, getting further and further away from where we started. And always stopping them a lot. And get him where you can back him up a little bit. See, he's already starting to turn on his hindquarters just a little bit. You might find too that they're going to be better to one direction than the other. This colt's a little stiffer to the left, which is very, very normal. I start using my snaffle more. I use it laterally. I don't really use my Bosal that much to the side. Well, I do use it, but I don't depend on it so much. Okay, right here, he's thinking about that Hereford bull. All right, I got him going my way. I give him release. And always, you keep checking your whoa out. Make sure you got control of them. Because when you step up to the lope, that's going to be another gear. So you want to make sure you got your stop working. You see, sometimes he kind of wants to stop by himself. They got to figure everything out. And he knows I'm going to stop him quite often. He wants to play it a little bit. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. Now, if I had lunged him a little more, he wasn't so fresh, and if that bull hadn't shown up, he probably wouldn't have done that. But these things are going to happen. Sometimes you just got to get through stuff. Right now, he's a little bit wanting to come over here, so we're having a little bit of contest of wills. I'm just going to make sure I keep that forward motion going. And I know right over here he's probably going to try me again. So I'm going to be ready for him. I'm going to give and take. Keep that forward motion going. Tap him on the shoulder a little bit, get him thinking about going my way. That was better that time. Let me see if I can lope him a little bit in this direction. Now, he's wanting to go over there. I'm not going to let him have his way. He needs to start going where I want him to go. Okay? already doing the thinking for us. And I'm not going to let him stop over here. This is where he wants to stop. So we're going to just keep riding through it. That was a whole lot better. Ooh. Ooh. Well, folks, that wasn't picture perfect, but maybe that's a good thing. You can kind of see how we get through some of this stuff, and even if you prepare yourself as much as you can, it's still a little bit different when you get on. So all that groundwork's going to be a help, but just be ready when you get on them. And I guess that's part of the fun of it. Let me see if I can get him, before we leave, let me see if I can get him to turn on his hindquarters a little bit, so you can see how that stuff transfers from the ground. See, he's starting a little bit. That's great. We're just going to build on that. Ooh. And I need to start doing the same thing with the leg yield. Let me see if I can get him to move off my leg a little bit here. I'm going to try to get him to move off my right leg. And we haven't worked a lot on this, so he's not real clear on it. And if I can't get through to him up here, I'll get on the ground. There we go. There, we got it. Just stop. Let them know they did good. Might try one or two more steps. And this is good because this is going away from where he wants to go. So I'm establishing a little more control. I'm blocking him going ahead. I keep giving, there we go, good, 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 good. Very good, very good. That's about it for today, folks. I'm just going to ride him away from the direction he wants to go. And I'm going to call it a day on him. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye. God bless y'all.